Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kick, 180! Alert, 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 alert! Up, up!
On the first snap, here's Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Run, run, run.
Mayfield now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. 180!
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
What's next? Mine, mine, mine! 180! King, king, king! What's up?
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go action now. Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Play action. Now Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one goes for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
180. It's up. You.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
13.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd down and 8.
Kings.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. Now Mayfield lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Hey, alert! What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Henry again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Henry. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. The Bucs at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180. What's that?
On the counter, Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Real. What's that?
Mayfield on play action. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2nd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Kings!
Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Good. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Irvin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Start.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Buccaneers 17, Ravens 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on!
Inside handoff, Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, shot! Hey, hey!
Throwing is Jackson. Sends it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
For him. 180. No. Finish it on.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
180. Finish it on.
Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught.
Baltimore. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kings!
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First down 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
180.
Play action. It's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Regular.
Second down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of
19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make some
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Running the toss to Irvin. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Hey, alert 33.
A run up the middle with Irving. And only a yard to time as he's taken down right around the 26.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Martinez. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Start.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Ravens 18. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
22 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Chandler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and
10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that puts you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now.
Set. point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Run. Stop.
Now Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson to throw. Incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All Smollett on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because
Sit on! Ready! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready! Ready, sit on! Sit! Ready, sit! Sit on! 180! 180! 180! Sit on! Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! 180! Alpha! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! One eighty! Sit on! Sit on! Ready, shot! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! What? Sit on! Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! On! 180! Sit on! Sit on! 180! 180, sit on! 180! Sit on! Ready, sit on! 180! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! 180! Sit on! Sit on! Done! 180! Ready, sit on! Ready, sit on! 180! Sit on! Ugh. 180! Sit on! Sit on! What? Sit on! 180! Sit on! Finish it on. 180. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. 180. Sit on. Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180. What is it on? What is it? Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. What is it? Sit on. Alrighty, sit on. Alrighty, what a shot. What a shot. Sit on. 180. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on. What is it on? Sit on! Sit on! What is it? Sit! Alpha, sit on! Alpha! What is it? Sit! What is it? Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Hey! Sit on! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Ready, shot! Ready, sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready! Alpha! Alpha, sit on! Sit on! 180. What? Sit on, on. Sit on. 180. 180. Sit on. Sit on, on. Sit on. 180. Sit on. Ready, shot. Shot. 180. Sit on. Ready, sit on. Sit on. Sit on. 180. 180. Ready, shot. Sit on, on. Sit on. Sit on. 180. Ready, shot. Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready, ready? Ready, ready, ready. Come on, set. Hot, hot. Set. Hut. Let's go. Get up. Ready. Liking 18. Go. Get it. Hawks. Ready. Down. Check go. Ready. 7. Ready, ready. Get up. Ready, go. Come on, set, ready. Set, go. Let's go. Go. Set, ready. Ready. Set it. 70 left. Ready. Down. Hot, hot. Ready. Set. Hot. Set. Viking 18. Get up. Here we go. Set. Ready. Let's go now. Check go. Hot, hot. Hot. 180.